What's up guys, this is Avito of Diversity Fitness, and as you just saw in that last video, I pulled a 405 deadlift using a belt and using weightlifting chalk. And this video is just going to explain the differences between deadlifting with the belt and with chalk versus deadlifting all natural, 100% raw, no belt, no chalk. So as you can see in that video, I wore a weightlifting belt. And the weightlifting belt allows you, if done correctly, you can push off of the belt with your lower back, and just it allows you to not engage your core as much as you would regularly deadlifting. So you're able to just push off the belt and straighten yourself without straining your core. And some say that belts allow you to better maintain an injury-free career in the weightlifting because you're not risking having a hernia, but we'll go into that in a later video. But I used the belt in that video to since I was doing it correctly, push off of it, and then, as some would say, add more weight to my deadlift because I'm using the belt. Some say that the belt will actually add up to 50 pounds onto your deadlift if done correctly. So I used the belt in the first deadlift. And I also used weightlifting chalk. And I used weightlifting chalk because I have clammy hands, and I'll admit that. And when I'm in the gym, my hands slip a lot when I'm holding onto the bar. And using chalk just helps me maintain a grip onto the bar, because I am personally against using straps. I think if you're going to do deadlifts, you need to do them all raw and uncut and the way they're meant to be done without using something that doesn't involve using your own grip. So I believe in using your forearm muscles to hold the bar, but I also don't believe in having to deal with your clammy hands while lifting. So I use weightlifting chalk because it doesn't affect how much you use your forearms, it just helps the grip from your hands. So I was using the chalk, and it helps me a lot. And as you can see, I not only held the deadlift at the top for like 5 seconds, which is because of the chalk. Well, the lift itself was pretty easy, but the chalk allowed me to hold the bar at the top without my hands really slipping off. So I would call that a partially equipped deadlift. And using the belt and chalk definitely does give you an advantage. And as you'll see in the next video, I did a deadlift yesterday. I attempted 405 again, but did not use a belt and did not use chalk. So it just gives you a disadvantage. And the last video was about, let's say, maybe 8 months ago. So check out the next one. And as you can see, I didn't even lock out the lift. I don't know what to say about that one. I was so close, and just because I didn't use the chalk, my hands slipped right before the lockout, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't lock out my left knee, as you can see in the video. So that's how chalk really gives you an advantage while deadlifting. You're able to hold onto the bar and just maintain that grip, because as you can tell, my hands were sweating. They were clammy in the second video, and I could not hold on to the deadlift long enough to lock it out, which is really discouraging, because you're so close to locking it out and your grip just fails. Because even though I didn't wear a belt in that video, the belt really didn't affect me at all. I was able to pull 405 without the belt, and as you can see, I didn't really get stuck anywhere in the lift. I just came through and pulled it up until the end, when my lower back didn't even affect it. It was more or less just the grip. So the belts, as some say, it adds a lot. I really believe in using core strength. So I was able to almost pull that 405 without the belt, and my only limiting factor would be the chalk. So my advice would be that if you are going to train deadlifts, train as much as you can without the belt, because building up your core strength in the long run will help you when you're wearing the belt, because you'll already have that developed core strength, and then adding on the belt will allow you to be even stronger, but you can use your core strength at the same time. But I advise for anyone, if you have clammy hands, there is no rule or law against using chalk. It has nothing to do with the strength of your grip or nothing to do with your forearms. Just use the chalk. It allows you to maintain the grip so you don't have to fail like I did and not be able to lock out the lift. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, and gains. See you guys next time.